Hi, my name is Victoria Bradley. I'm the latest member of the Bright Red Triangle team, joining as the incubator manager here at Merchiston campus. So excited to be on board, can't wait to meet the community and to really build an awesome community spirit. Personally, I'm really inspired by trying to solve problems that I have myself. So I've run a few businesses in the past, and each of them has been kind of formed and inspired around a problem that I just couldn't find an answer to or solve. So I really like to look at problems, analyse the solutions, and then develop things around them. And I get really excited about businesses that are trying to address or solve a problem that I can relate to. So at the moment, I'm really inspired by a guy called Gary Vaynerchuk. He's an American. He's run a couple of businesses called Wine Library, and he runs one just now called Vayner Media, which is a ad agency, kind of digital media and marketing platform. He teaches a lot of lessons online with his content, which he puts out for free. One of the ones that I love the most is practicing patience, which I think is something that's completely underrated in the startup ecosystem at the moment. He's also all about execution as well, and just going with it, trying and seeing what happens. He very much promotes action. So check Gary Vaynerchuk out on social media, Facebook/Gary V, really easy to access, and I'm sure you'll love his content too. So I'm really passionate about brands and communities. So really identifying your tribe, the people that you're really trying to target, and developing a community around that tribe. I think that's the most important thing a brand can do in this day and age to differentiate and to grow and sell quickly. As they say, the tribe attracts your vibe, so it informs your brand, it informs your sales, it informs everything. So for me, communities and tribes are the most important thing, and the thing that I love the most at the moment. So my favourite place in the world has to be India. I went there in January last year and completed a rickshaw challenge where we drove an auto rickshaw 10,000 kilometres from one end to the other. I just absolutely love the food, the most wonderful and friendly people ever, and it's a country full of opportunity as well. I'd love to go back. I've spent 3 weeks there so far. I'd love to go back and see some other places and spend an extended amount of time there too. It's such a cool place. My favourite book is called The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. It's probably quite a classic, but the premise, I guess, or the overall story of the book is about finding your treasure and realising that actually you don't have to go far to find your treasure's actually at home. It's a really powerful book, a really spiritual one, and it just makes you kind of think a bit deeper about things. So at the moment, the cool industry that I'm really interested in is the pet industry. I think there's phenomenal opportunities, and especially there's been a lot of growth in the hound pound. So I've been doing lots of research around products and services that might be appropriate to the pet industry. And as well as working at Bright Red Triangle, I think it's really important as an entrepreneur to have a side hustle. So I'm going to be hustling a little bit, trying a few of these ideas, and you can ask me about them when I meet you. So if I could visit anywhere in the world that I've never been before, at the moment it kind of changes month by month, but that would be New Zealand. I'm really keen to see what it's like. I hear it's kind of as beautiful as Scotland but warmer, which is always a bonus, and there's lots of wineries, which you can't go wrong with. And from what people have said, it's a little bit behind in terms of the digital and tech sector, so it's probably a place with loads of opportunities as well. So the three things that drive me absolutely bananas are animal cruelty, which I'm sure everyone agrees with, littering. I just think it's a disgrace to litter the planet, which is laziness, and lateness. I grew up in a military family, so lateness was not tolerated. So if you meet me, make sure you're on time. The craziest thing I've ever done, there's quite a few, but one that springs to mind is for my 30th birthday. At the time I was running a startup called Desk Union and had 4 or 5 members of staff. For my birthday they bundled me into a car, wouldn't tell me where I was going. We ended up in Glasgow. I got out of the car looking at this really old rusty crane, and then they told me I was bungee jumping off it. So that was quite a mental thing to do. I'd never have done it unless I was forced to. It took me 2 runs to actually jump off. It was terrifying for like the first 3 seconds till the bungee cord catches, but then it was a total rush. So the thing that excites me most about becoming part of the BRT team is meeting all of the amazing community members, learning your stories and seeing how I can actually add value and help. I've run 3 startups over the past 5 years, so I feel like I've got a lot of knowledge to share. You know, I've been through it all, blood, sweat and tears, the startup roller coaster, so I just hope I can add some value to you guys. So if you're based at the Merchiston campus, you're interested in starting a business or you want help to develop your business, please come and say hello to me and I'd be absolutely delighted to help you in every way that I can.